Hi San Ildefonso, it's Tana here coming to you from the Espanola Fitness Studio. Today we're going to do a half an hour of yoga with bands. So that's why I'm holding this box. I want to show you the bands that we're going to use. We have a blue, a red, or a yellow. These are pretty standard colors to denote the tension or the resistance that you'll get from different bands. So usually yellow is the easiest or the least resistive. Red usually is in the middle, medium resistance, and blue or black are usually hardest. So I'm going to invite you to get a band. If the only band that you have at home is a tubing, not a band, so the difference between tubing and bands is that tubes are thick and filmy, while a tube is tubes. I think we've done Pilates with tubes with you before. So if that's all you have at home, this is going to be a little bit of a different workout. You can try to do some of the moves with that tubing, but some of the stuff that you're going to have to put it on your foot, it might be a little bit different. Definitely if you're using tubing, it's going to be best to wear shoes if we are putting the tubing over our feet. This stuff will stick to your feet, which is super nice. So grab your band and a yoga mat. I'm not going to use any music today because I don't want to get muted in any way. And for this half an hour session today, we're going to do everything down on the mat. When we do our 1 hour session on Friday, we'll do stuff standing and on the mat. So you'll get lots of different options there. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is start in our regular style yoga, which when we're seated is just in a comfortable cross-legged position. Now I want to invite you to sit comfortably. So this can be really uncomfortable for a lot of people. If it is, just take your legs out, change legs, do whatever you need to do, okay? Just put the band right in front of you. And actually, let's put the band on our legs so we're connecting with it right away as the piece of equipment that we'll be using during class today. Close the eyes and get centered. So yoga is about the body and mind connection. So don't skip over this step. You might feel kind of silly. You might feel like, oh, what are we supposed to be doing? Just close your eyes and connect your mind to your breathing. Stick them together with Velcro or Gorilla Glue or a rubber band, anything that first comes to mind for you. Just breathe and relax. Relax your belly muscles so you can take deep, low abdominal breaths. That means you're breathing from below the rib cage, not in the chest above. Of course, the air is coming into the lungs and the chest, but we want to have the lower belly act like a bellows. So the diaphragm, the muscle that helps you breathe, is able to use its full space. Sit nice and tall, elongating the spine so that you have lots of space to breathe. I'm going to ask you to breathe with Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi breath is where we inhale through our nose and we press the air onto the back of the throat and it makes a sound. And then exhale the same way. Nice, slow Ujjayi breaths. 3 more. Now that you're centered, open your eyes and grab onto your band. Put your thumbs underneath it and hold on either flat-fingered or Softly holding on, don't squeeze too much with the fingers. And then you're gonna inhale up. And slide the hands out as you go around the back. Now, if that's painful for your shoulders, don't do it. Notice I slid out on the band a little bit just to accommodate range of motion. If you want to bring it in a little bit, bring it in all the way down to the feet. Inhale up and stretch those shoulders back. Notice asymmetry. That means where your right and left side are doing something different, and try to correct that. That's something we can really do in classes, is correct bad habits of the way we carry our body. Now, hold this to the back. Shoulders are down. Put your shoulder blades in your back pockets and gently pull the band one way. Hold and breathe. Great stretch for the upper back and the shoulders. And then the other way. Breathe, hold. Do that again. This time turn the head and look towards the straight arm. And then the other way. When we hold in yoga, we keep breathing, even if our body is holding. Lower down, and then take the arms up. Center down to the knees. Okay, now, either wrap the hands gently in the band, lift up, or you can, if you don't want to wrap them, you can just hold. We're going to bend one elbow down, hold, and rotate. Breathe. Inhale, center. Other side, pull down. Turn in the torso and spine, starting to warm up that trunk, and hold. This is still a warm-up, so working at about 50% capacity here. Breathe. Inhale. Do that again on the first side. Pull down, long spine, deep breaths. Rotate. This time we're going to add something. Try to extend the band a little bit. I unwrapped my hand so I can extend it more. From there, I'm going to slide over the bent knee. Take the band to the floor, drop the head, keep your tush on the ground so you can feel great stretch in the lower back. Inhale, come on. Good. I'm going to wrap this hand, unwrap this hand, but I'm still going to keep it small. Pull down, rotate. If this hurts in your shoulders, adjust. It's your body, right? I can't see what you're doing because you're watching the video and I can't see you. So I need you to listen to what hurts or what feels good and learn the difference between good muscle working, hurt or ache, and joint pain. Joint pain is bad. Now extend that arm a little bit further down. Hold and breathe. And slide over the bent knee. Buns on the floor, drop the head. In yoga, when you're stretching, you need to keep breathing and relax on the exhale. forward, stretch forward, breathe. And slowly come up. Okay, now you're going to take the band. I'm going to sit sideways on my mat. I'm going to take the band and put it around my feet. I'm going to sit up nice and tall, pulling back on the reins. Relax the elbows, concave the chest, tuck the chin, and drop the head. I'm trying to make a letter C with my spine, so I've tucked my pelvis under. I'm dropping the head down to finish the letter C with the cervical spine, and then I'm going to walk my hands down the reins, keeping my knees straight as far as I want to go. Now relax. And slowly come up. One foot comes out of the reins and the feet go to the edge of the yoga mat. So I'm at a little baby straddle here. You can see the band is still over that front leg. I'm going to turn my belly button to face over that straight leg. And I'm going to pull down, keeping the legs straight, feet flexed, and hold wherever you end up. Exhale, come up. Now, from there, center the legs. The same leg, you're going to bend it up and push it out. Adjusting resistance in the band. The way you do that is just by releasing a little hold on the hands, sliding the hands up. Good. This time, take the knee up, tighten the band, and lean back. Now I want your spine straight, belly button is in towards the spine. You're going to release a bit on the band so you can leg press out and in as you're leaning back. Now I want you to relax your neck. So look up to where the wall meets the ceiling. Press and release, and press and release. 2 more. And release. Keep the knee bent. If you need help getting down on the mat, go ahead and help yourself with your hands. Otherwise, go all the way down to the floor. I want you to wrap the leg in the band and pull it back. Hold both sides of the band in the same leg, the same arm as the leg that's up, and we're going to do hip circles. So what's nice about doing this with the band is that you can hold on and support that leg a little bit as it opens up. Really trying to work the inner thigh, lots of muscles around the hip and the inside of the thigh. I have my hand on my hip bone on the opposite side to keep it pressed down into the floor so it doesn't pop up. Last one. Center, pull back. Extend the leg up. Now, modification here is to bend the supporting leg, you can either keep it bent or straighten it. I'll show you bent first. You're going to pull the straight leg over the nose. You want to keep this knee straight so you get that nice hamstring and calf stretch. If you bend the knee, you lose the hamstring, okay? That's why we have the band, because you can keep your leg here if that's where it needs to be, if your hamstrings are real tight, and you can still straighten the knee. And then just pull back as much as you can. Breathe into the back of the legs and stretch. Okay, IT band stretch. Hold both of the reins in the opposite hand. Same hand goes down. You're going to turn the whole leg in from the hip, not just the ankle. It's okay to end with the turn at the ankle, but start at the hip and then guide that leg just a few inches across. You'll know when you get there, you feel this awesome stretch through the outside of the leg. I like to turn and look the other way and hold. Breathe. Center. Hold the reins in the same hand again. Other hand goes out to the side for support. Hip circles. This is awesome to do with the guidance of the band because you can add a little resistance right here if you want. Feels so nice. Strengthening and stretching at the same time like good yoga. The foot stays flexed. Now, reverse direction of that circle. Make sure that your back is not arching, so I'm only taking the leg down as far enough as I can with pressing my abs into the spine, into the mat. Breathe. Last one. Good. Release any pressure on the band on the feet and sit up. Let's place that band over the other foot. I like to keep it nice and wide so it's comfortable on a bare foot. Turn the belly to line up over that foot that you're working and go down. Hold and breathe. Release, slowly come up. Center the feet, lift the knee. Every side of your body is different, so make sure this feels okay. I want you to use the band to stay within the track of your body. What I mean by that is that the knee is not going out or crossing over, it's just tracked right where it's supposed to be from that insertion point in the hip. So here we go. Let's leg press out and in. Out and in. Breathe. And if you wish, add the ab work. Two more. Your left thigh burning, so good. Keep it in, roll back, however you can safely get there. If you want to release the hands, that's fine. Wrap up that leg in a nice Christmas bow and hip circle. So guide the leg around in those circles using the band. It's really a nice way to keep control as the long levers of your legs and arms are moving around. Change direction. This other hand is on the hip bone to keep it pressed down. The temptation is as this leg goes out, if this side pops up, you get rid of all the great stretch there in your inner thigh. So you want to keep that hip down. Center. Extend the leg up. Straight knee. Option to bend the supporting side and pull down. Tight hamstrings, breathe through them. Make sure you're holding the leg where the knee can stay straight. Pull back and breathe. Good. IT bend. Hold in the opposite arm. Turn in from the hip. End with the turn in at the ankle. Stabilize with that second arm and gently pull across. Hold and breathe. Release. Take those reins in the same hand. Other hand is out for stability, and hip circles. You can either keep this leg straight or bend it. So it's a semicircle. You're making a half circle around. Listen to your body. Use the band to control how far out the leg goes. Now reverse direction. Yoga should feel good, but it can also strengthen and stretch and push you a little bit out of your comfort zone. That's fine. Last one. Good. Release, bend the knees, and rock to seated. Okay, next you're gonna sit in a butterfly position. I'm gonna stay facing the side so you can really see what I'm doing. Take your band and put it down the back of your head and your spine. Sit up nice and forward, right on the sit bones. One hand is up, the other hand is around the back. Now walk the hands together. Hold, open the chest, look up a little bit. You should feel great stretch through all the muscles of the rotator cuff of that bottom arm. Hold and breathe. Good. Release. Be gentle on the release and switch sides. Walk the fingers together, straighten the spine, look up to that corner where the wall meets the ceiling, and hold. Breathe. Stretch the shoulders, ask them to relax at the same time. And relax. Okay. We're going to come into some twists. I'm going to face the front so you can see what we're doing. I'm going to take one foot up and over the body. Hold on to your band, nice and high. rotate towards the leg that's up, and then angle down towards that ankle and hold. You're going to feel this all the way through the rib cage, down through the hip, through the back. Hold. Breathe. Exhale, come up. Lower the arms and switch legs. Kind of an interesting stretch. It hits all kinds of spots in your back rib cage that maybe you haven't stretched very much. Up, rotate, lower down. In this stretch, the band is not so much resistance as just a way to pull that top arm down over towards the bottom arm. Keep the chest here open. It's a nice twisted side bend. Breathe. And exhale up. Okay, just a few more exercises in our half an hour. Untwist. Take the band nice and wide and put it around your middle back under the armpits, but nice and wide. Okay, now we're going to come into boat pose, but we're going to use the band to help us create a hammock. Hold there. And come up. So your back should feel nice and supported. Go back and hold. Now, if you want, you can take one leg or both legs up, hold and balance. It's a little easier to do it with the band because it's hammocking your back. Hold. Release. Now we're going to stretch forward, taking the back over, putting the hands down wherever you feel comfortable and dropping the head. And we'll do that one more time. Bend the knees. High on the sit bone. Feel that hammock supporting through your middle back. Sit back. Lift the legs and hold. Make sure the spine is in good alignment from the tailbone all the way up through the back of the neck. Hold and breathe. If it's uncomfortable for you to have the feet up, just take them down. That's fine. And exhale, come forward. Hold. And slowly come up. Okay, our last exercise, you're going to take the thick band and you're going to put it around the back of your head. Okay, so notice it's not around the neck, it's just around the back of the head. And I'm just going to use that to guide my chin down towards the chest. Just a tiny bit of pressure. Maybe you don't even want the pressure. It's just a nice way to use the band while keeping the shoulder blades relaxed. Great stretch in the back of the neck. Breathe. And release. Put that band back on your legs or between the cross, hands on the thighs. Just notice how loose your body feels after doing some yoga stretching with a flat elastic band for half an hour. Sanai, I'll see you guys again on Friday for a full hour of yoga with the band. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.